Good morning. Happy Thursday. Good morning. Good morning. This is going to be a really good training. We're going to talk about how to get turned on about your life so that you can have breakthrough after breakthrough. And this can apply to anything. If you're trying to make more money, if you're trying to grow your financial health, your wealth, if you're trying to meet your soulmate love, if you're trying to get your dream body, whatever it is, if you're trying to heal your nervous system and overcome trauma, whatever it is, this is how to do it. Like, this is the way, and this is going to be your own way as well. It's going to look different on all of us, but I really believe in this. So, good morning. Hello, if you are on here. Good morning, Jesse. Welcome. If you are watching this live, please comment below #live. And if you're watching this on the replay, please comment below #replay. And if you don't know who I am, my name is Alexis Olson. I'm a full-time entrepreneur, personal trainer by trade, and nutrition specialist. I'm also a Reiki practitioner and probably some other things. Um, Definitely some other things. I'm a business coach. I am a projector, human design projector, so I'm meant to guide the other design types. And I'm into all of this. So I know it's a lot, but I'm here for it. And if you are too, let me know in the comments. Okay, so I was thinking about on my walk this morning, like I'm in contact with a lot of people. There's a lot of people that I stay in touch with. There's a lot of people that I support on a daily basis who have different goals. And that can be business goals, financial goals, weight loss goals, fitness goals, anything like that, right? And so I learned so much from coaching these people and being around these humans, and of course being on my own journey. And I'm like, what is the difference maker? Like, from being stuck to a breakthrough. And then it like this analogy popped into my head, and I want to share that with you. And then I want to share some modalities that I use to get into this energy. Let me take a sip. Because it is my belief that how we be is more important than what we do. And I spent a lot of life doing and hustling, and it wasn't always fulfilling, and it didn't always get me the results that I wanted. And I think back to like when I feel like I really came alive in my life, it's because of this type of work and this type of energy and how I be rather than what I do. And of course, how you be affects what you do, right? So I was just thinking about like if you're feeling stuck in any area of your life, and this came up too in my group coaching container, which I'm going to talk about at the end, of like how do you stay motivated. And to me, that word motivated, I don't know, it doesn't really turn me on because it makes me think about discipline, and sometimes I don't effing feel like being disciplined, right? Like, it is so, it's almost like abstract and kind of ambiguous. Hi Brett, welcome, glad you're here. And so, but what for me, and maybe you're different, but for me, like as a human, if I am inspired, like genuinely inspired with like this burning fire within me, that inspiration will carry me. It will carry me. It will carry me throughout my day. It will magnetize my entire world around me, right? People will come into my world that want to pay me, that want to work with me. Um, the right partner will come into your world, that loves you exactly how you want to be loved and meets all of your needs without you having to ask. Like, your energy and how you be is so important and so powerful. And so I think about how do I get inspired and how do I stay inspired? And there's a lot of different ways to do that. And everyone's going to be different. But for me, I think about, just to give you an example to kind of paint this picture, what I was thinking about on my walk this morning was, when you meet somebody new, and we've all been there, and you've got a crush, right? You've got a crush. Maybe you like don't know them all that well. Maybe you've only been on like 1 or 2 dates, or you're like in the talking phase. But when you have a crush, like the way you show up in your life is so different. You're just giddy all the time. People are like noticing your energy. You're light on your feet. You're like, nothing could go wrong. You could be at the job you hate or that you're trying to get out of, but you're like, good morning, what's up? But you are like so in this energy of like your new crush that you'll find joy in doing anything, right? Whether it's like doing the dishes or at the job that you hate. And so I think about how powerful it is to be in that energy, and how we don't have to have a new crush to tap into that. And that giddiness and that inspiration for life is what attracts new opportunities, is what like brings new experiences into our world and keeps that flame ablaze. And so here's what I do. This is what I do to keep that fire ablaze. And a couple of different things, right? Is really just future rehearsing. And I did a guided meditation through the company I teach for on future rehearsing. So if you want that, let me know. But future rehearsing is because here's the thing, everything that you think you want is because you think you'll feel a certain way once you have it. Whether when if you want to lose 30 pounds, you want to lose 30 pounds because you think you'll feel happier, right? You think you'll feel more confident. Or you want to buy a house because when you're in this like beautiful spacious floor to ceiling windows, like whatever your dream house is, like you will feel bomb. You will feel really good. You'll feel proud. You'll feel satisfied. Whatever it is, everything you want is just because you think, I'll say it again, is just because you think that you'll feel a certain way once you get there. And I don't want you to get stuck in the wins. Like the when I haves, when I have this, when I accomplish this, when I lose this amount of weight, when I have this amount of money, when I pay off this debt. You can attract your future and more abundance into your world by feeling those feelings now. So here's what I do to stay inspired. Here's what I do to stay giddy and turned on about my life, and how it's led me to breakthroughs. It's led me to all those things that I've wanted: weight loss, soulmate love, more money than bills, all the things, right? I practice those feelings now. I embody those feelings, because if you can change your state. Tony Robbins teaches this. You can change your state. You have control over your state. And you don't need, the best part is you don't need an outside thing to wait to change your state. So many of us are living and walking through the world, walking through our day, waiting, and we do this, subconsciously, waiting for something outside of us to make us feel good, waiting for our outside reality to change, and then we'll feel good. And you can actually change your state right now. And so one of those things I do is future rehearsing, and just like really soaking in, like I call it like taking a bath in those feelings, taking a bath in confidence, taking a bath in feeling light, taking a bath and feeling of what it would feel like to be in love, and what it would feel like to just ultimately trust someone with everything that you have. Bathing in the things that you want, bathing in those feelings now. And I do this on a regular basis. So that's one way. What I just explained is probably an example of meditation. And that could be as simple as closing your eyes and just like feeling those feelings, like feeling it and like letting it build in your body. You can change your state in a lot of ways. Exercise is another really great way to change your state. And even if it's just getting up and doing some jumping jacks and shouting some affirmations and putting on your favorite playlist, get some energy, like really, be weird about it, be freaking freaky about it. And another way is through journaling, right? And I like to use a mix of all of these ways. Journaling about like how you feel. And so one practice that I do, and then I have all my clients in whatever regards I'm helping them in, what I have them do is journal as if the things that they want, they already have. And so we journal things like, I am so grateful that I am this size. I'm so grateful that I have all this energy. I'm so grateful that I have this amount of money. I'm so grateful that my partner does this for me. I'm so act as if it's already here. Rule number 1, I wrote it on a little index card and I have it hanging up in my walkway so I see it every day. And it says, rule number 1 is to act as if you already have it. And this isn't for anybody else. This isn't a fake it till you make it. This is so you can be in check with your own state and you could be high vibe. This is so that you can be in this state that feels good. You can be in the state of joy, because it's a lie, right? It's when, I don't know if you've ever experienced this, but have you ever chased something and then once you got it, you didn't feel any different? or you needed that next thing, that next dopamine rush, that next invoice to be paid, it's a lie. And you can feel it now, and you can create those feelings in your body now, and you can control your state now. And so this is called getting into peak state. And act like you already have it now. Like, how would you show up? And a lot of times if I'm in a real low vibration, which I was a few days ago because I got sick and it just like took me out mentally. I was just like, oh, I can't move my body how I want to. I can't exercise how I want to. Like, poor me. And so if you're in a real low vibration, you might have to do not just one of these modalities, but all of them. And that's fine, whatever, like do the work. Because you'll feel good afterwards. And another modality that I want to share with you that I do is EFT tapping. If you don't know what that is, it's just like acknowledging where you're at, tapping on different trigger points, and like talking about, you know, like what you want. And that's a really bad description of it, but you could Google it. I'm not an EFT practitioner, so I'm not gonna like teach you how to do it, but reach out to me. So here's my thought. I'm like so into like this experience of, I create offers based on what I need, because I know when I'm going through something that I am not alone. I know that being a human is messy and it can be hard, and we go through things that, and life throws things that at us that are very real, that have real effects on us, that don't make us feel good, and that is real. And so I create offers on things that I actually experience because again, I know I'm a human and I am not alone, and I'm not the only one experiencing it or going through it. And so I'm coming out with this new offer, and it's not ready yet. So I'm not going to tell you all of the details, but it is all framed around the framework of this offer is getting into peak state. And sometimes also what this work looks like is clearing old trauma, like clearing old energy, because that will come up as we get into peak state. And sometimes we have to like clear it out and clean it up, and that's fine. So this work of getting into peak state can sometimes include that. And so this offer that I'm putting out is going to be a live offer, where now I'm like giving details, where we do some of these modalities. And it's not necessarily for weight loss. It's not necessarily for making more money. It's not necessarily for attracting soulmate. It's a come how you are. If you've been feeling stuck and you want a fucking breakthrough, like show up to this, because it will lead you. You will guide yourself within the container, within the support and guidance from me. You will guide yourself to your next breakthrough. You will feel your joy. You will feel who the fuck you actually are. I don't know what's going on with the moon right now, or like the stars, or like what's going on with me, but like this is what the container will look like. And you'll get to meet with me live and everybody else, and we're gonna go through some of these modalities together. We're gonna elevate. We're gonna raise our vibe, and then you can go off into your world, into whether you're an entrepreneur, you can put things out there that are more on fire. You'll have confidence, whether it's to go on another date, whether it's to ask for the raise at work, whether it's to like start moving your body more in a way that you love. Like, you will be led to take action, and it'll change how you be, which will affect what you do, which will affect the results that you get. And so without saying any more, without saying the cost, without saying when we're starting, because to be honest, I don't know any of that. If you want to be on the wait list for turning yourself on about your life, I actually don't even have a name. Getting turned on, getting inspired, getting activated. If you want to be on the wait list for this, just comment below activate, and I'll put you on the wait list. I'll give you the details when we're going to do this together. And I'm just so excited to help you get into peak state, because this is it. Like, this is the work that's trickled into every area of my life and made every area of my life better. And then you just keep doing it. You just keep getting into peak state, and you pick up things along the way, and you're led to the next teacher. You're led to the next investment that you're meant to make. All of the things, the next person you're meant to talk to, etc. So I'm super excited for this. I hope you have a beautiful day. If anything, pick one of the modalities that I shared, do it, feel better, be in your joy, because you deserve it. You deserve to have your desires, and you deserve to feel those feelings that you're seeking right now. So don't get stuck in the when I haves. Start now. Start feeling it now. Rule number 1, act as if you already have it. Okay, I love you. Thanks for coming to this chat. And again, comment activate if you're curious, if you want to be on this wait list. And I will see you all soon. Have a beautiful day.